When you look at asset management, there are really three aspects of asset management. The first is predictive diagnostics. The other one is making sure that you have KPIs or different models to make sure you can compare that against. And the third is to make sure that you have appropriate planning and scheduling. Emerson Process has always been very strong on predictive diagnostics. That's because of smart instrumentation can provide that information real time. We've recently announced cooperation with Meridium, who is able to provide the models and the KPIs to help our customers. And so now we put together an asset portal so we can actually provide real-time information, predictive information into that model and help our customers see how closely they're running to their best methods.
With respect to asset management, I think for us the key is to be able to support customers across their entire installed base and across multiple product portfolios on the plant floor. I think the other dimension in one of the comments I made earlier about plant-wide optimization, the fact that we are using standard unmodified Ethernet allows us to bring the plant floor to the experts, and those experts can be either at our customer in a centralized center of excellence or competence, or Rockwell Automation can monitor those assets remotely. We have the ability to take video, provide corrective actions, provide maintenance, and in the proper training and troubleshooting directly down to the isolated spot. We also, with the security of that network, have the ability to provide the control updates or the parameter updates that would be required to correct the situation. So I think we're early in the evolution of that capability, but certainly asset management and the ability to keep the greatest investments in many of our customers' portfolio operating at their peak performance within spec, and to be able to run that spec consistently around the world, and to be able to benchmark how each one of those lines may be doing against each other is something that is very critical and a capability that we are offering customers today.
I would just add that, that is a big part of what we do. I think asset management is a very broad name for many things, and I think we do offer our customers ways to improve the performance of their assets, whether it's people, processes, or machines, and whether it's with our Prophecy suite of Historian or HMI SCADA or Workflow, we're helping our customers to do that, and we're trying to create a series of opportunities for our customers. One of the most recent things that we did is with GE Energy. They have 1,100 turbines out in their customer base, and they monitor those turbines, and they're using our Prophecy suite, Historian, Workflow, and all of our analytics to help do predictive maintenance and predict when there's going to be a failure to keep that generator online and keep energy flowing. So that's just one example of how we do play in asset management, but I think it's going to continue to grow and evolve.
As a manufacturer, I think there's been some real surprises in this area for us in the last 15 years. And so I'll hit them hard. First of all, preventive maintenance sometimes doesn't. Okay? An awful lot of induced stuff. You think you're preventing something and you actually end up creating more problems. The other one is you're not being honest about scheduled downtime. I mean, in the end, the asset is a 24/7, 365 thing, and that's the basis about what you want to deal with. We have a subject called reliability engineering in our own company that we use to manage our assets, and it's led us to learn some hard lessons. One is, if you're faced with fixing something that happens once a week but takes 2 hours to fix, or something that happens 120 times but only takes a minute to fix, your organization tends to want to fix the 2-hour repair. And it's probably, by a factor of 2 or 3, the wrong choice. So where we're at is we're a lot more focused on uptime and events and a lot less focused on fast repairs. And what that's led us to mean is we need to keep track by the second of every single reason a machine goes down. And we want to do that on everything we own, everywhere in the world, all the time, forever. And then we're going to do statistics and analysis on that, and that's where we've come around to find out that a lot of our efforts, our best efforts with best thoughts around reliability, have not focused on the fact that you want to keep machines up and not shut them down to clean them. You know, and you want to do if down do kind of maintenance, not at 2 o'clock today everything shuts down, let's go fix it.
You know, I think it's important as vendors that we just don't sell products, but we also need to sell services as well. And sometimes it's difficult because reliability engineers are all about reliability, but they have to convince the whole rest of the organization how important that is. And sometimes the rest of the organization just looks at that as a cost, whereas in fact they need to look at the opportunity for uptime. And so I think it behooves us, and we certainly do this, is that we have consultants that can go out and help the customer identify the biggest opportunities they have and help them be able to sell that to their management team and also implement those as well. So it's not just products, but I think it's also important to offer services.
A lot of people get hung up on the management of the technology and how do you address the technological issues with cybersecurity. And as I listen to these different companies talk about their asset management solutions, it strikes me that the process industries have a far better mechanism in place to manage their assets than the IT space does. And so if you can take this same type of technology and turn it inward with a security context on it, I think you'd have some pretty powerful solutions.